Okay, so playing with two sets. So I think I'm going to go for green there. And then over here, I'm actually going to go to the fill in the blank to have a little more fun. I want the blank. And I'm going to call the blank polygon. Let's see, can I write on the screen here? Not exactly, but let's try to remember. That's going to be polygon for me. And then putting things in the right spot would mean green stuff. So by the way, what is a polygon? A polygon is a planar shape. That means something like on a piece of paper you can draw. And it's something with straight sides. So a circle isn't a polygon because it doesn't have straight sides, but a square is a polygon, a triangle is a polygon, and so is a hexagon. These are all polygons, but the circle is not. So if this is my polygon area here, the middle here would be things that are green and polygons. So for example, that's a green polygon, and that's a green polygon, and that's a green polygon, and that's a green polygon. So usually I find it's easier to do the intersection first. So those are all of the green polygons. Otherwise, there's these green shapes over here. And then as far as other polygons, well, all of these other things are polygons. So they could all go over here in my polygon section. And then, well, what about this circle? It's not green, it's not a polygon. That means it has to go out here. So anywhere outside the two circles, but in the universe, that's where those guys go. So I just wanted you to pick two attributes to name your sets, any two you wanted, and then put things in the right spot using all the shapes. And again, I would just recommend using the thin ones, not messing with thicknesses, and then just put everything in the right spot. And if you don't want to draw these shapes and you don't want to do a screenshot, then you could do the 3-letter abbreviation for each shape. And we can do a 3-letter abbreviation because we have 3 main attributes. We have color, we have size, and we have shape. So this would be a possible answer to question number 2. And I could just take a screenshot and insert that. If you're not sure how to do a screenshot, if you're a Windows user, you can go to the Windows menu and type snip and get the snipping tool. There's a new version of this that's called Snip and Sketch, which this is telling me, hey, try Snip and Sketch. Unfortunately, I can't on this computer because I'm locked out of using it. And then I can just grab that as my answer to number 2. So I'm just going to save this so I can insert it. Sure, we'll put you in pictures. Remember where you put it. And this is my answer for activity 2.1, part 3. Let's save it. And then close that for now. So I'm just going to put this in here. Soon, number 2. Soon, number 3. I chose, let's see what I chose, green, 2Ds, polygons as my sets. And then if I hit enter, it's going to give me another 4. I go back to the end of that line and I do shift enter, I get a new line, and then I can put my image in there. So let me just do that for fun. And then let's see if I'm actually getting anywhere near answering Amy's question about this. And I'm going to put you guys into groups to talk about it a little bit. So I put mine in pictures, date modified, there it is at the top, upload. Sometimes when you bring a new image in, it might be too wide. 800 pixels is probably wider than I'm seeing here. My screen is probably 2000 pixels wide. So that's like 1/3 of my screen size. I'm going to knock it down to like 500 pixels wide. If you change one number, it'll recalculate the other so it doesn't distort. Image description is optional, but I like putting them in. So this is the 2.1 part 3 green sets and polygon sets. So, and then plop it in there. And if you like the size of it, cool, just, whoa, stop it. Just, come on. Give me a break. Try that again. You can resize this box so you have more room. Oh, come on, please. Okay, on a good day, you can resize this. I get it? Sort of. If you don't like the size of it, you can grab the corner and make it larger or smaller, or you can go back into its settings and pick a new number. Either way. So this could be my answer right there. And I was trying to make clear that that's supposed to be polygon because I wrote it up there. Otherwise, just pick one of the ones you were given. So it's just a play thing. This one wasn't as hard as some of the other activities that we've done so far. The harder parts to this one, I thought, were answering questions 1 and 2. Make a pattern with attribute pieces changing one attribute at a time. How long of a sequence can you make? Make another pattern changing 2 attribute pieces at a time. How long of a sequence can you make? So I think I want you guys to discuss that together. Amy, am I getting close to addressing this, and everybody else in the room?
Yeah, it was the A and B that were the harder idea for me.
Yes, yeah, so those were hard for me too. I had to do it a couple times and think about it. So I would like to split you guys into groups. So we've been at this for an hour, so let's take like a 5-minute break in case anyone needs to stand up, get a drink, take a pee, whatever. At the very least, if you haven't stood up in the last hour, then go outside, go for a run, or shake it off, move around. It helps improve brain flow. If you're sitting in your bed doing math, that might put one to sleep. Get up, move around. Okay, so it is 4:02. We're going to reconvene at, let's say, 4:06. And I'm going to put you guys into groups to talk about challenges and successes with this activity. Break. Okay, I got to stand up for a minute. I've been at a desk for a long time today. Between office hours and classes, all at a computer. It's killing me here. Okay, I'm back. All right, so let's get a new version here. Like thinking about that first part. Let's see, did I stop the recording? Pause recording. Oh, I recorded all that empty space. Darn it.